Good afternoon. Welcome to the Professor's Live on Demand Help and Tutorial channel. Free information that it's hard to find or you're not able to find from anywhere else. This information's free, but to keep the videos at a decent length, not dragging on for hours, we miss out a lot of details. So if you want more information, you're very much welcome to contact us through our website. You can use the contact page at the bottom and send us an email. Or if you look around our website, we also use the WhatsApp app. You can very welcome to use that as well. So, thank you for joining. Here we go. Websites. As all businesses grow today, more and more people are finding the need to expand, to grow, to include a website. Now, I've always boasted in many groups, many avenues, that it doesn't have to cost you a fraction of what some of these people are charging. And just a bit of a background, our website's been going a very long time, and we've not paid anyone to do it. And we're on the front page on Google with a couple of items that we have unique to us. With more common items, it's a bit harder, and you may need to end up start paying for specific marketing, for example, Google AdWords. But I'm going to show you how you can do a great deal, if not all of it, yourself. Now, granted, it takes a lot of time. So if you don't have that time, then yes, of course, you're going to have to pay a webmaster or some company to do it for you. And that's where Wix, GoDaddy, Shopify, that's where all those come in. Those will do a lot of the information, a lot of the tasks, a lot of the features. They do it for you. But of course, you pay that in your monthly subscriptions. So the websites we build for our customers are incredibly a lot cheaper. But it does require you to do some aspects yourself. But in saying that, we do provide free help and information, tutorials to show you how it's done. And indeed, do some tasks for you for free. Okay, so this is our website. So let's start off. We're using the Chrome browser to access the internet here, as you can see on screen. Now, if we change the background color as an example to start off, we right-click on the browser, click Inspect. There we go. Now, to get this page that you can see on the internet, the blue there, it requires all sorts of codes to get everything laid out and moving and to carry out the different tasks, the different functions on the website. Now, this code is usually HTML, structured script, Java. There's all different types of codes that can be incorporated into each page. Okay, so go into the background color here. So this code is what the internet uses to promote your website to the various or the respective search engines. Okay, so this code's important, and it's got to be typed in correctly in spaces, colons, quotation marks. But then you've got certain areas that you've got free reign on. For example, I mean, there's many, but for example here, we're changing the background color. Okay, and I'll show you more on the script as we go along. But if we click the dropper there we go, and select yellow. Okay, so you see our background color has now changed. Okay, now we've just edited this file, edited this, or made this edit, I should say, sorry. Made this edit on our own computer. It's not on the internet. Okay, we've just used the information from the browser to edit. The file that information is contained in, the background color, is there. Okay. Oops, my apologies. I didn't mean to do that. There we go. And if we put the mouse over that Bootstrap CSS file, you can see there whereabouts that file is located on the server. Because now what we have to do is there we go. So there's our website and the different folders, and the file that relates to the background color is contained in there, in line number 1086. Oops. There we go. Bootstrap files located there, and we can change the background color. So what we have to do now is save this file with the changes that we've made down onto our computer. Okay. Now we need to upload it to the website. Now this is where it can get confusing, if that wasn't already. I'll show you another easy way to do this as well later on, as we change subjects or move on from the subject. Depending on the company you're with, for your hosting, your website, many of them, not all, many of them provide to you a cPanel. This is a generic term. It's filled with a lot of features that that particular company make available to you. Now you can see on my cPanel here, this is mine, my own one for our websites. We've got loads of information that we can access, from marketing, CEO, file managers, FTP accounts, emails, did I say that? Whatever. Okay. And what we're going to do here is access the file manager. And you can see the list that we saw earlier of where that Bootstrap file is located is down here. No. JavaScript, Bootstrap. There we go. Mini C, that's the file. Now what we can do is upload and replace that with the file that we've just saved. Now I've got all sorts of security features on my browsers and website. I can't actually do it that way using the features that I've got locked. Okay, but that does work, doing it that way, and with the Firefox browser works the same way. So basically, to recap, you use the browser there, right click. So if we right click on, say, these menus, inspect, you see it all changes, and we can now get different options to edit relating to that menu bar. Okay, and from that we can get line numbers. Let's just scroll down. We can get colors, line numbers, whatever information we want, and edit that. There we go. So when we get those line numbers, we can go back to there. We can do it this way as well. You can click edit. There we go. Edit. Now we just saw that's line 1086 for the background color. Whoops. There we go. Background color. and we can make changes to that and save it, and that is on our internet. Yeah, we're logged into the cPanel, the particular file. So by changing that color, will affect the whole background color for every page on the website on that server. Okay, so that's one way, and that's not required us to download anything or know anything special. See, all we did to get the color was use a dropper, and it'll give us the right color code that the internet requires. Yeah, the hex color code, so we can change it to whatever we want. Yeah, so we don't have to know anything. Okay, and then just click return. Okay. So we can use a browser to get the information, go to the file edit and type in that information there, whatever bit you wish to edit. Okay. So that's, not all companies have a cPanel. They don't give you that. Okay. Like I was saying, some companies you pay more and they look after different aspects for you, so you don't have to do it, but you don't even get the choice. You don't get access to it at all. That's whatever you wish to choose. That's the way it works. That's why you're paying more money for different hosting companies. Now, another way to do it is, close some of these, is to use an FTP program. Oh, mine got moved. The one we like and use is called FileZilla. You need certain details to log into your server to use any FTP program. Again, this will be available from your hosting company. In fact, let's just go back to that. See, it's got its special web address, its ports, username and password, and that connects to the back of your website, to the server if you like. There we go. Remote site, so that's our internet site, our website. Go back to public HTML, and I know that bootstrap file, the one that we were just talking about particular, is there. You see there's a lot of folders to navigate, and that's the same with all websites. It helps with security and stops you getting hacked, and there's all sorts of reasons for it. And it depends how your website is built as well, how the page is, at what platform you're using to put it together. Okay, so there's Bootstrap menu. So we find on the local site where we saved it to, which was in there. Excuse me, local folders. There we go, Bootstrap menu. And we can just drag that across to there and let go, and that'll make the changes on the server for us. Okay. And that requires to download FTP program. You can see it looks very complicated and confusing on screen, but we can open it up and make it a bit easier to read. There we go, with the information that we don't. There we go, so we can see a bit better there. Okay, but you do need the login details from your hosting company. Some will give it you, some won't not. So it depends who you're with. There's nothing I can do about that other than suggest that you change servers to get more access, more control of your own website. You see, the domain you've paid for the registering of that domain. So in my mind, it seems that you should have all access to that, to your website, considering you've paid for it, you've licensed it. Now you can do this with any website. Go to whois.com. Oh, not that one, sorry, I meant to type it in there. And check out any website, whether you own it or not. And we'll just wait for that to load. Now this is an international register, whois.com, and it'll bring up the details of every website that's on the internet. In fact, I'm not sure about, I know it does for Europe, England, UK, America. I'm not sure about the East, to be honest. But I know it's a national register for Germany, Europe, basically all over our side. Why is this taking so long? Just bear with me if you please. But you can bring up details. Right, I'll come back to that when it loads. All the websites we build, you get all these features. So there's no question about getting your access. Some stuff I'm not going to click on because this is our website, so I don't want to give information away that relates to our security. But yeah, I can get the login details there, access files and edit. SEO I can do, marketing to Google, whatever I want to do. Right, another way to do it, so we'll come back to that. Whois when it loads. Gee, that's taking a while. Right, so that's using the FTP program where you can edit. See, in fact, let's go on the. Right, so you can click view and edit and go and do it all from the FTP program. So you don't need your browser or anything like that. So if we click view and edit, no, that's not a good example. Well, I'll do it. It's not a good example, but I'll do this one anyway, because that's the one. There we go. Now to edit websites myself on my own screen, I use a program called Dreamweaver. Where is it? Well, it's not. Well, it's down here anyway. It's that one there. The icon's not on my desktop. But yeah, program called Dreamweaver. Now here I can build pages, a whole website with anything I want. Okay. So I can just type in whatever, blah, 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 gobbledygook. And then I'll see the code at the top there. The background color, gobbledygook. There we go. We can change that to bold, italic. There we go. And it puts the code in for us so we don't have to know any code. Okay. It's called what you see is what you get. So you can just type in English, what you want there, and Dreamweaver builds all the script for you for the internet to translate it. Okay. So that's what you see is what you get, is what that's called, that capability. Or you can go to the code view, the source code, and you can start typing in your own source code. Whatever you want to do to build your website. Okay, so if we go to the page now, refresh, there we go. So you can put the code in and get that. So that's Dreamweaver. But the beauty of Dreamweaver, there we go, is, what was I going to say? Yeah, you can download the files from your FTP program, open it up in Dreamweaver, and do it the same way. So if we go to line view, where is it? View, switch views, visual aids, code view options. There we go, line numbers. Okay, so if we go down to line 1086, okay, so what we've done here is downloaded the file from our server, file manager. Right, basically we found the file in there, downloaded it, clicked in edit, and we can make changes to our website there and build it whatever we want. Now this is a source code file, so that's why it all looks just all horrible here. That would be hard for anyone. If we viewed and edited our front page, it would look totally different. It would look more like this. Okay, and we can use Dreamweaver to build and edit our own website, doing it that way. Okay, and then you would save that, save those changes. There we go, to the Bootstrap file, and go to your FTP program and upload it back, all completed and edited to where it is supposed to go. It's got to go in the right place. You can't just jump them anywhere, drop them anywhere. Okay. So that's that. Now, that's fine for building a basic website, but what you need to get marketed, to get found on the internet, on the search engines, is specific scripts, particular types of code that Google and Yahoo and all the others, that they look for. See, those search engines will go through all this gobbledygook, all this weird text, and pick out your website, particular things, particular items, pictures, products, titles, prices. It gets it from there, and that's what it uses to display on the search engine. So, by saying that, then we need to put in some code into this this gobbledygook, as I keep calling it, to make it better translate when it goes to the search engine. Okay, so if we search Google, okay, now without particular codes, Google ain't going to know the map of where we're at, our addresses, phone numbers. It's not going to know anything. We have to tell it. Okay. We also have to tell it if we own any other pages, like Facebook, YouTube. We have to tell the internet that that is us. That is the same person. That's all that, the Laughing Professor. That's all the pages we have. Instagram, Pinterest. It'll all come up. Now, the set scripts that we use to do that, and it's called structured text. So let's go back. I've got a link that on our website. If you search website on our website, there we go. Click on, this is the page that we promote to build your websites for you. But what I'm getting at, if you scroll down, there we go. Google sees your website currently. Structured test, and you're going to see the scripts that we've actually incorporated into our website that doesn't have any effect on the front page, what the customer sees. But it's extremely important for you to get higher listings on the internet, on the search engines. Okay, so there's our particular page. Okay, and we've used Google structured data testing tool to test our page on how it is viewed, all this script at the moment, and what is seen on the internet. There we go. So Google has detected 9 items, 9 different scripts that I use on this one page. Each page can be different. Okay, so what Google is seeing is our address, our map coordinates, our thing, YouTube, business, our products, and then person, that's used for customer service as well. Okay, so there we go. So all that script here on the left is translated, and this is what Google sees. Okay, and if you click preview, that's how it's going to display in the search engine with reviews, price, stock. Okay, but say Google ain't going to know any of that unless you put in the structured text. So let's type in, let's just click on product type. Okay, and it's come down to here. There we go, line 555, sorry, line 544. So this will all change depending on different pages. Type, product, and all this code here just to get this information. Now it's got spaces, it's all got to be done exactly with your parentheses, brackets, everything's done right. But obviously there's spaces in between that we can edit and customize for our own product. Okay, and then reviews, company, it's all there. Okay. Now, if you do one space wrong or one comma or whatever, it's going to throw up errors or warnings that that code is not right, and that will affect your listing on Google. It's not going to promote anything that's just full of errors or not accurate or not correct. Okay, and these structured text, there's loads of all different ones. We only use 9. There is a load more that's available. Now you can get those scripts from places such as w3schools.com. Okay, from basic HTML to how to build your website, and you can just copy all that, put it into your editing program, whether it's Dreamweaver or whatever. And use that information from the internet to build your website. Okay. Now this is why our systems are cheaper, because we're doing it ourselves. If you use Shopify, GoDaddy, Wix, any of the others, they do it for you. And what they do is they give you a dashboard, what's called a dashboard, and just ask you to put information in, just type it in as normal. This is, I'm trying to log in without giving information away that is not for public eyes. I haven't got a shortcut. Right. There we go. Quickly change off that screen. Right. So what a lot of hosting companies provide is what's called a dashboard, and they just ask you to insert information. There we go. Type it in, put in your own picture, without any code. So they do it all for you. With the platform that we provide our customers and the platform that we use ourselves, we can access the code and do it that way. Okay, and this is still on the internet on the dashboard for our server. We can insert the code ourselves, or we can let the dashboard do it for us. Okay, so that's the beauty. Some dashboards don't let you have all the access or complete access to the whole code. Ours does, the one we provide does. So I can put codes in from Google, the structured text we've just been talking about. There we go. Telling Google that our Facebook, Instagram, Google, YouTube, telling it's all us. Okay, so it knows what to put in the search engine. We can paste that in, and we get that from W3 Schools. So if we go to structured text, where that actually is, without searching through it to find that particular one. I'd have to go through and find the particular scripts. Like I said, oops, I've lost my page. There's 9 various ones that we use quite a lot. And I can give you details, and I've actually got a PDF that we send out explaining how to edit and how to put that in to your website. Okay. And our dashboard that we use, as you see, we use OpenCart as a platform. And we can also add to that an online product designer, which is not part of what this lesson, oh, I'm not signed in. But anyway, we can add an online designer to the services we offer. Right, so let's go back to Whois. See, I can National Register. You can search any website, whether you own it or not, and it'll tell you who it's owned, how long it's been owned for, when it's due for renewal. There's all sorts of stuff there. I can't remember why I showed you this, but we opened it earlier. I can't remember, but yeah, you can check details when it's due for renewal. Oh, that was it. Yeah, your hosting company, you pay for the domain, and then you pay for it to be hosted. So you own that. It's all in your name. It's protected on the register because they don't give out private personal details, but you follow the links around it and go back to you personally. And then you get some servers like Wix, GoDaddy. So I keep referring to them as comparison. There's nothing against them. It's just a different way of working. So yeah, so you pay for your domain and then pay GoDaddy to host it. But they don't give you full control, which I personally don't like. Since I own it, I paid for it, I want control of it. I want access to it. And some companies don't. The reason they don't is so that they can do some work for you, so you don't have to. So you can just go to your website, the dashboard, what it was, and they'll sort the rest out for you. Even tags and SEO, they do it all for you. Okay, so let's come out of there. Structured text we've dealt with. I can give you more information on that if you wish to ask. You can also go to New Test and put in your URL. I don't want to be nasty to anyone. I don't know. I'm not going to pick. I was going to look for a website and just test their page, type in their web address and see what Google says and see how it compares to ours. But you can also test codes as well. paste codes there. There we go, detected none, because there's no structured text there, it's just script. Okay, but that's a good tool to use. That's Google, we've covered that. We've covered search engine. Don't know that. We've covered W3s. cPanels, we've covered that. We've covered FTP programs. There are other programs, FileZilla I like. Do you want to close? Yes. What else have we got? Editors, website builders. Dreamweaver is a popular one. Again, it's not the only one, but it is a popular one, easy to use, and you can just drag and drop. So you don't have to know anything about it, like this screen here. Okay, and add in your own extras. Okay, but I think that wraps everything up that I wanted to talk about just now during this session. Editing source code. Yeah, so I hope that was of some insight to you, and at least some bit of help. Any more questions, you're welcome to drop us a line, and I'll bid you farewell for now. You can also drop us a line and tell us what subjects to cover next. Usually it's information that other companies don't give you. How to buy overseas, whatever you want to do, whatever subject you want. If I know about it, I'll tell you. If I don't, I'll give you the link to someone that does. Okay, thank you for joining Laughing Professor. Catch you on the next time. Thank you very much. Goodbye.